So looking at this question, really all they're asking me to do is simplify an expression. And to do that, we're just going to combine our like terms. So I'm going to rewrite this just to give myself a little more space to work with. So I got x squared y minus 3y squared plus 5x y squared minus, and I'm going to group these together, negative x squared y plus 3xy squared minus 3y squared. Okay, so at this point, what I'm going to do is every time I have this subtraction sign followed by a clump of variables and numbers, what I'm going to do is go ahead and just change that sign to a positive and change all of these signs inside, just so I make sure I'm not making any careless mistakes with my positives and negatives. So at this point, what I want to do is just combine like terms. And when I do that, I like to keep things underlined that are grouped together, and that way I have a easy way of keeping everything together and neat. So x squared y, I see there's one here and one here. Next, I have y squared. I see that there's one here. I'm going to do a double underlined and one over here. And finally, we have our xy squared. And I'm going to triple underline that, and just to keep them all together. So now that I have them all kind of together, I can go ahead and just put it all into one equation. So first, the ones with the blue underlines I'm going to put together. So that's just going to be a 2x squared y. And remember, we're adding, so we're not going to change our variables at all, just the coefficients. Next, I'll do the greens, which will be our y squareds. Those actually cancel out to make a big 0, because this is a negative and this one is a positive. Next, I'm going to do the last part with the triple underlines and put together, that's going to be a plus 5 and a negative 3, which will give me a positive 2xy squared. And at this point, I'm just going to eliminate the 0 because I don't really need to have it in there. And I get this as my answer. And looking at the answer choices, that looks like it's going to be letter C.